a story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls. It's a story of a man named Brady who was busy with three boys of his own. They were four men living all together, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Hey Aztecs, I'm Danny,
And I'm Mikey.
and this is cdstv. AP students, this is the last week to register for AP exams this May. Return your completed exam form with a payment of $86 per exam to the bookstore by this Friday. Late order exams cannot be accepted. Get her done.
What do you want to be when you grow up? A helicopter pilot? A helicopter mechanic? A flight engineer? A flight paramedic? Then you need to attend the Helicopter Career Fair on Saturday, March 14th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Quantum Helicopters in Chandler.
Let's go to Adrian, who's filling in for me with the weather.
Hey Corona, it's Adrian Vasquez and I'm filling in for Danny Peterson and the weather. On Friday we're going to see a high of 76 and a low of 53 with tornadoes!
Go! Run for your life!
No, Adrian, you're doing it wrong.
On Saturday we're going to see a high of 82 and a low of 49 with some volcanoes!
Adrian, get off, get off. Hey Aztecs, sorry about the little mishap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the real weather for this week. Friday we're looking at a high of 76 and a low of 53 with partly cloudy skies. Saturday we're looking at a high of 69 and a low of 49 with light showers. And Sunday the rain should clear up and we're going to have partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 and a low of 49. That's how the weather's really done. Back to you, Mikey.
Thanks, Danny. That was great. Are you interested in running for student body? Declare all this week in activities. And if you missed the informational meeting last Friday, see Mr. Forbes in A348 ASAP. It's time for a quick sports update with Keith and Kim.
A happy good morning to you and welcome. I'm Keith Wagner.
And I'm Kim Pasolazzi, and this is cdspn.
So wrestling is causing some big news.
Yeah, Corona won their first team state championship in school history. It came down to the last two wrestlers, Mike Howard and Luke McElroy. After the team was losing by a few points at the end, they decided to switch places. And it looked like it paid off. They ended up winning the banner. Good job, guys.
Yep. Switching gears, this is now over to some track news. Today, the Aztecs will have an after-school meeting with the Pinnacle Panthers. The first race starts at 3:30.
Varsity softball has their first home game on Thursday against Boulder Creek. The first pitch will begin at 3:45. Boys baseball will flip over and play Boulder Creek at their place.
Well, that's all we have for you today. For CDSPN, I'm Keith Wagner.
And I'm Kim Pasolazzi.
See you later, Corona.
Hey Corona students and staff, the first rehearsal for the fashion show is this Thursday right after school in the auditorium. If you already signed up to be a model, you should probably be there. Also, if you still want to participate as a model and did not make it to an audition, please come to the rehearsal because this will be your last chance to be a model for the show.
We'll be back after this short commercial break.
I bought lunch 12 times last week and didn't even have to pay for it. Yesterday, I bought a salad, a Gatorade, some pretzels, 4 cookies for all my friends. Oh yeah, and don't forget that slice of pizza. So good. I walked past the bathroom and his ID was just laying there. It was practically asking to be picked up. Okay. Not only did I buy lunch every day for my friends, I got into all the football games for free. I was able to get off campus for lunch. I got the stupid Mikey kid detention for texting in class. This is so fun, especially since I don't have to pay for any of it.
Okay, We're here outside of Hodge's room to challenge her to dodgeball. Wait, what's that? Okay. Hodge! We challenge you to dodgeball!
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
Let's challenge Mr. Taylor. Dodgeball de la Muertes. Senor Taylor! Dodgeball de la Muertes has challenged you!
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well.
What's that? You want to challenge Mr. Knee Neighbor? Si. Simone. Senor Knee Neighbor! Dodgeball de la Muertes has challenged you!
Hello, Lady Sugarboy. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well. Well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best. 'Cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need. You decided that.
Welcome to Around the Net, where we show you the funniest videos we found on the internet lately. First up, we have a Canadian police car chase. We're not exactly sure whether this is real or not, but we don't really care. Let's go check it out. Those Canadians are crazy. Next up we have, it's a ninja, it's a cat, it's a ninja cat. Take a look. That cat had some serious ninja skills. Finally, we have a dog who really, really likes cupcakes. Like, really likes cupcakes. Take a look. And that's it for us today. This has been Around the Net.
Last chance, if you don't go to the Joke's on You, Advanced Acting and Directing presents the Best Darn Sketch Show, period, is playing tonight at 7 p.m. in the Little Theater. You should go. Just go.
Cheer tryouts are the week after spring break. All application materials are due on Friday, March 6th. You can download everything you're going to need on Coach E's website. Stay tuned for a video about March of Dimes. That's it for the announcements. I'm Danny Peterson.
I'm Mikey.
And this has been cdstv.
I should know who I am by now. I walk the record stand somehow, thinking of winter. Your name is the splinter inside.
The March of Dimes is very important to me in many ways. My children were born premature, the twins, and they are now healthy because of the help of March of Dimes. They do research in helping come up with medication that women can take when they're pregnant so that their babies won't come early. It's also benefited my students because they're here and they're healthy.
So I'm Pongti Shah, I'm March of Dimes president.
I'm Ansley, I'm the Mr. Corona chair.
And we're working for the March of Dimes mainly because we think that all babies should have a chance to grow and be healthy when they grow up. And all the money goes right to the March of Dimes. They work with fundraising, and that fundraising goes towards research. And so basically they can figure out why prematurity happens. And it also goes towards advocating and teaching people what they can do to have a healthier pregnancy.
In March of Dimes, we do a bunch of fundraisers. Our biggest one, the Mr. Corona pageant. We also sell bears, candies, Valentine's. It's one of the most successful clubs at the school. We raise about $20,000 a year, and we raise money to save babies.
It's pretty much a club where you raise money to prevent prematurity and like gain awareness and help out the kids, you know, and so we're all about helping out. I'm just so glad to be a part of it because this is one of the biggest clubs on campus and we do so much, and so we gain a lot from it.
I won Mr. Corona last year and it was a pretty cool experience. I didn't think I would win, but you know, you do like some silly stuff, but it's all worth it in the end because, you know, it helps to save babies' lives, so it's worth it.
It's not just mothers that benefit from the March of Dimes, but it's everyone because we have children that are born healthy every year, and we're trying to decrease the number of birth defects and premature babies every year.
I'm in March of Dimes because it's a great cause and it helps lots of people all over the U.S. and other countries, and it helps babies, and we're twins and we were born a month early, so it helped us a lot.
With all the research and stuff that they do like over the decades, I probably wouldn't have lived. I was like in an incubator for a month and stuff.
March of Dimes has affected me because my little cousin was born premature. He weighed 1 pound and it was really scary because my aunt almost died from it too. But now he's 1 year old and he's like big and noisy and it's so exciting.
Well, March of Dimes is a wonderful program. It really is. It's about saving babies, about saving children and enhancing life. People who are involved with it, March of Dimes Club, Mrs. Fleming does a wonderful job for our school. I mean, it's unheralded work that she does because all the benefits really go to people that we often don't see the ramifications of what we've done. In my own life, I know that we have lost 5 children, my wife's first pregnancy, and that was challenging for us. And we needed a lot of support. And the support we received, the emotional support, the compassion, the feelings for people, that people first just care makes a big difference because we need to have that at that time. When there's a loss, we grieve, and when we grieve, you need people to reach out and help, and March of Dimes does a fabulous job at that.
Okay, this is Diana Antonio Cutesy. This is 4 days before our second son, Adam, was born. Little did we know that day would change our life forever. So this was right around Easter time in April of 1977. Well, Adam was born, and he was born 8 weeks premature, and he was born very sick, and they had discovered I had congenital birth defects due to medication my mother was given when she was pregnant with me. So it was just the beginning of March of Dimes and many of the other researchers finding out about premature babies. This is one of our happiest days. He was going home, we thought, forever at 6 months. You can see how little he is. Now this is outside that very same day. This is the first time Adam ever experienced daylight, fresh air. He had never been outside. And little did we know this whole being outside the hospital would start to stress him. Here he's approaching about 8 months old, and you can still see how tiny and little he was. Then Adam died in January, and this is another picture of Adam with his little Bert and Ernie. And he had gone into a coma, came out, and was just too sick, and his heart just gave way. So little did we know I was already pregnant again, and had the same complications, but because of March of Dimes and all the research being done, I was in the hospital many times with new drug therapies to stop contracting and other operations. Within just a few years, we had 5 more children. And this was us in 1989, and this last daughter was also a preemie who was very ill, but in those 11 years since both of her brothers were born, and we didn't mention, before Adam we had a son named Troy. He was born very premature, and he died on the day he was born. He lived just a very short while. So all 5 children are eternally grateful to March of Dimes and to their brothers and sisters. And because of March of Dimes, we have 5 healthy children. And then our daughter has had a daughter, and she also, because of some research, she was born with distress, and they were able to expedite everything, and she came home healthy, and today she's 9 years old. So March of Dimes has affected my husband and I, our 5 children, and now our 2nd generation. So please give to March of Dimes. One little bit can make such a huge difference in an entire generation. Thank you. Thank you, March of Dimes.
Thank you.
Thank you, March of Dimes.